In this program, we shall take a look at whether an input string is a palindrome or not. By now, I believe most of you should be aware what a palindrome is. A string or any word which is spelt the same, whether you read it from left to right or right to left, or in simple words, whether you write it left to right or you reverse it and read it, it should spell the same. Examples of a palindrome could be I, Malayalam, mom, dad, and so on. So I'm going to declare one character array S with the capacity 100, the second character array R with the capacity 100. The reason I'm using two arrays is S is going to hold the input word you are going to enter, R is going to hold the reverse of the word you are going to enter. Sorry, R is going to hold the reverse of the word you enter. In the sense, I'm going to reverse and put the value into R and then compare S and R to see if they are the same. So first what I'm going to do is using cout, I'm going to ask the user enter a string. String means enter a word. Okay, you can say enter a word, enter a line, anything like that. That's what it really means. Then once we enter that, we are going to say cin and we are going to read, sorry, we'll use cin dot get line because you may enter more than one word. So I'm going to say cin dot get line. I'm going to say yes comma 100. So this way I'm going to be able to read a complete line if required, but more than often than not, I'm going to enter just a single word. Then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make a copy of S into R, strcpy, and I'm going to say R. R is the target, S is the source. So just remember, copying is a little different in the sense from S it's going to R, not from R to S. Once you copy R, then what I need to do is I need to reverse this particular string. So in order to reverse, what I do is I say str of R. So R is going to be reversed in itself and R is going to change. Now if you look at the header files, I've included string.h because the prototypes of string copy, string reverse and string compare which I am going to use are declared in this file called string.h. So what I am going to do here is I am going to do the strcmpi. In the sense I want to compare case insensitive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to compare strcmpi S with R or R with S really does not matter because only if they are equal then I'm going to say it is a palindrome. Okay, cout input word is a palindrome. All right. Sorry, I should have written this and then end line and else input word is not a right. So let me enter this way and okay. So let me proceed to explain this a bit so that you feel really comfortable. So what I am doing is I have declared two strings. You can think of one as the source, one as the reverse. I am asking the user to enter a word. Using the getLine function, I can read up to a line, but I'm just going to read a word. Using string copy, I'm going to copy the content of S to R. Then I'm reversing R. Once I reverse R, I am going to do a case insensitive comparison to see if the S and R are equal, in the sense the original word and the reverse of the word are equal or not. If they are equal, I'm going to say input word is a palindrome, else I'm going to say input word is not a palindrome. And as usual, hold the screen and return. So let's first try to compile this and let's see what happens. Okay, so far it's working fine. Let's try to run the word. So we'll enter a word dad. Input word is a palindrome. Okay, although I have put mixed case, since I'm doing a case insensitive comparison, it's showing word as a palindrome. Now what I can do is let me enter a big word, Malayalam. Okay, this also it should show it's a palindrome. Now what I'm going to do is let me enter a different word, a non-palindrome. Okay, tiger. Reverse is regit, so it should say not a palindrome. This is a simple program to find out if a given input word or a string is a palindrome or not. You can test it out with longer words, with space between words and so on. Let's try doing that. Let's enter a longer word. Let's say DAD, dad, space DAD, dad. So it should show it's a palindrome. So it's saying it's a palindrome. All right. So with this, we are done with this lab exercise number 25.